are back for Top Cut. You heard it here. Back at Booyah Bay. We're ready to do bracket. We've gone through groups all the way. How are you feeling, Otter?
It's great to be back. I'm loving the heat. I'm coming here from Washington, so nice
You're
fresh
loving
change
the
of
heat?
weather.
This is the
It's
coldest summer we've ever had.
okay compared to Washington.
It's true.
Washington's so cold.
You have to go to Sunset Surge.
I
They'll bring the heat.
yeah, exactly. I'll get there someday.
I was in shorts yesterday, last night in my kitchen, freezing my butt off there. Like, it's too cold for summer. Didn't
Yeah.
expect it. We have some pretty cool teams about to play here. Desane and plus the in and out combo and point and click adventure.
All right, now we're loading into our first match, Robo Ramen Zones. Let's see what we got here. Like pretty normal weapons for the teams we've seen. Sorella is going to tent one trick. Teams launch out, heading towards the zone. We see some paint supports. And Decaf goes down quick. That's an early pick for T-Sane and in and out. Zuka coming out from Kanan. Pickles in the blaster fight wins it.
Two down on either side right now. As point and click is trying to take back the zone.
Ooh, we see that shark kind of come off. I don't know if that was intentional or not.
Honestly, with Shark, who knows?
Exactly. Such a crazy special.
Point and click really putting on some pressure on in and out here.
Oh, and a nice pick from Bulls. Gonna get the range blaster and stop them from pushing in too much. See a Kraken coming out. Oh, that's not a good sign for the tent. Oh, it finds one. Does it find another one? Ah,
It does
good
not.
good Kraken nonetheless.
It's really one of the only good counters for Sorella's tent here.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be tough for them to play through. Oh, now we're in a 2v3. Can T-Sane and in and out get to the zone? Got a blob. There's a lot of paint power. Tent shield out.
Elisha
Looks
is
like
trying
they're
to
gonna
hold
get it.
their best as Bulls comes up to help them, and in and out combo is taking back the zone after getting pushed so far back. They have around 70 points to go.
Let's see if they can hold it for that long, though. Oh, it looks like in and out
Just as you were saying.
specialty.
Kraken coming out again, really posing a threat to in and out here. They don't have too much that can deal with it too super well.
Yeah, you see Storm coming out, in and out combo. They're trying to push through the. Decaf finds the tent.
Oh, Bob's tries his best to stay alive, but goes down as they get totally surrounded.
It's like in and out combo is just trying to regroup. Oh, we have a blaster fight. Pickles and MXTT. Pickles takes it again. Only for Kali to follow up with it.
They got revenge on their friend's death.
In and out combo's got to go quick. They're fighting for zone. They're about to get the cap. Let's see if they can nab it.
Yeah, point and click is 4 points away, but in and out tends to got the zone back and finally has a chance again. They have 2 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock, and they really need to make sure that they hold the entire time here.
Zuka and Kraken coming out at the same time. Looks like they only find one with those two specials.
Kraken didn't see too much value there as they did the last times because they use it in a more open area rather than the choke points. And in and out combo seems to be holding out pretty well.
You see Zuka coming out from Kanan. Unable to find any picks though. But Bulls Kraken is able to get someone that was really far in their base. They're going for zone now. They've got to paint it. Oh, we're at 4 and 5. What a flip!
Oh!
Giving in and out a 65-second penalty. That's going to be a big
In and out was
time.
just 1 point away, but point and click managed to get it back. Kanan goes down the side of point and click as in and out is really trying to keep mid as best as possible. They got 30 more points to go before their penalty wears off. Ooh, let's see if they can get some value out of this Kraken. Finally finds a pick. In and out combo seems to be just barely holding.
And Shark coming out from Pickles. Are they gonna be able to do anything with it? Ah, unfortunate.
They took the game. They brought it all the way back from
That was
4.
a very good comeback.
Pretty impressive.
Very impressive. It was really nice to see. I think the Kraken may have caught them off guard. It definitely was.
They
It was good
adapted.
pressure onto the tent, but ultimately, Point and Click was able to kind of figure out how to play around with it.
Yeah, in and out combo definitely learning their lesson after the first 2 times they were locked in that elbow on Robo Ramen, getting really punished for being so close together by the Kraken both times, and just did their best to avoid that the next time, and they got it. They took it right back.
Yeah, definitely a crazy back and forth between the teams. We're gonna be heading to Tower Control Inkblot. I almost said Mako. They look very similar, like maps. I'm very curious to see what we're gonna be expecting. Both teams have blasters, which are notoriously helpful on Tower Control. I'm interested to see. Now, I think
It
Pick
is
Pickles.
Inkblot.
It is Inkblot. I think Pick Pickles might not be playing the Booyah S Blast. I remember seeing them at Sea Battle, and they specifically stuck on the Reef Slider S Blast. I'm not sure if they're still doing that, but it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, definitely fun to see and what Trick's playing.
Mhm. Definitely, yeah. Some fun weapons to see.
And right as all the new kits drop too, I've seen a few already on stream.
Loading in, we see Shark S Blast from Pickles. Kind of what I thought. Both teams trying to head forward. We see someone going already on a far flank from Point and Click. Same thing for In and Out. It's the tent just trying to cause havoc, but Kanan gets him with Bazooka.
Ooh, 2 down on the side of 1 down each on both teams as they fight for mid control right now. In and Out touches tower, manages to get a pick here, and starts for their first push.
Got a Kraken ready. Looks like MXTC is ready to cause some havoc for them. Waiting a bit for the rest of the team to get caught up.
There
Zuka
comes that Kraken again, causing all the shenanigans. Oh, they missed the jump and fell off. That's all right. Ooh.
Yeah, still able to give good pressure. We have a Kraken coming for MXTC after their Kraken.
It's almost as if they were saying, I can do that too.
Yeah. MXTC getting that double was really helpful for them. In and out combo is pushing through. The trade goes down. We're at 3-3.
Umbrella pushing up into their bats, finding some
Adding a
good cover
decaf
here.
is a very interesting matchup. Zuka coming out from Sorella.
It's a fight in the bats. It's a fight in the bats right now as pretty much enough members of In and Out Combo go down for Point and Click to get back their plot. They seem to be ready to finally make a push of their own.
You see Sorella kind of hiding here, looking
I think
for.
he has a plan.
Yeah.
Plan.
Oh, misses the one shot. Unfortunate.
I saw that coming.
Got a bubble from Elijah soon. Gonna really hold that check down. That
Winning
shark
Quick
was
Adventure
such a back.
setting up pretty well here. Got 2 picks down on the other team as they try to jump out from being so pressured. 2 down on the side of In and Out Combo. All of them staggering and trying to regroup as Point and Click Adventure is actually putting on really good pressure after being pressured the entire game by In and Out Combo.
Yeah, their only chances to get a few couple picks. MXTC hiding the mini, able to get him off tower. Ooh, Elijah jumps in and gets camped.
They were able to take the lead, which is fantastic to see. Kanan jumping back to base here. Point and Click Adventure regathers on their platform. In and Out Combo trying to see with 2 minutes left, what they can do, what plan they can possibly make to gain back the lead.
Overall, kind of a stally fight. We're 1 down for In and Out, though. They're not going to be able to push too far up. Storm comes out from In and Out, and Azuka. Special's just getting thrown. Oh, and Pickles goes down in the bot left. MXTC getting up pushed up. They're just holding the ledges here. Gorilla and MXTC really trying to push into bats here. Trying to get the fight. Ooh, nice pick from Sorella.
Seems like bats is just Sorella land.
Oh, and that's a crazy triple. Canceling this Kraken.
Fantastic. You know what? I've been trying to tell Sorella to come to Booyah Bay for 3 Booyah Bays, and finally she comes and she gives us some great stream to look at. This is what we wanted.
Definitely. Oh, and Point and Click only has Elijah up. Let's see. Not able to. And In and Out takes the lead. That's a pretty good fight. That's insane triple from Sorella. Yeah.
Back and forth. It's going great. Both teams are doing just so well here. If In and Out combo can get back on tower, which they do, they might be able to actually KO here. Winning Click Adventure trying their best, trying to compete just a little bit, but really going all out on the tower, and they're just going to wipe out on the side of Point and Click Adventure. In and Out combo just needs a little bit more
The second wipeout.
In and Out combo takes the game. That was entertaining. I don't know about you.
Yeah, that was an insane final push.
That's what I wanted to see.
Great play from Sorella. Makes my Brella heart swoon. I'm so happy to see that.
It gives me so much joy to see just like close games and good plays and fun moments. It's fantastic.
Yeah. So back and forth. Looks like the next match we're going to be going to Rainmaker Museum. I don't...
Forgive me, I had to burp.
No worries. I'm not suspecting too many weapon changes, but I don't know about you. Seems like both teams kind of have their fair share of one tricks.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't played too much in like 2.5 years since I've played comp, so I would not have a good idea on if a weapon change is necessary for the next map.
Possibly, yeah.
You know what? There's a decent amount of commentators who don't actively play all the time. So
yeah, that's fair.
It's pretty chill here in the parlor at Guild House where Booyah Bay is happening. We haven't had too many delays and too many issues, fortunately. Last Booyah Bay was interesting to say the least, and we ended a lot later than we expected to be. You something to say to me? I'm messing with the stream guy. As we go to game 3, Point and Click Adventure needs to take this game here, or else we're not getting to a game 4. But they've been doing pretty well so far, and I believe it.
Yeah. They definitely have the possibility to take it back. It's been so back and forth. I could see it happening.
Yeah, In and Out combo just taking it at the end every single time. Not too many changes except for the leader.
Yeah.
Point and Click Adventure, I believe, having the same exact weapons as before.
And Point and Click Adventure already 3 down. They're able to trade it back with Azuka.
Kanan trying his best to hold what he can.
Still in a neutral game. No one's been able to take space and pick up yet. I think someone's gonna have to pick up soon, though.
Plan didn't go
They're
that
really
well.
pushing forward. And In and Out has picked up the Rainmaker now. They're trying to make it around the plat. And a good Zuka shot from Kun and helps to kind of stop it.
2 down on the side of
Rainmaker's all
in and out
alone.
combo, yet they were still kind of pushing there
Yeah.
with the Rainmaker and the Kraken, trying to take the full value as much as they can. 1 down, and Sorella takes 2 out on the side of Point and Click Adventure. Can she find that third?
And she finds it. Point and Click is already kind of respawned now, so we're not going to see too big of a push yet from in and out combo. Kraken coming out from Point and Click. I don't know. I'm afraid it's not going to find much, though.
Yeah, they don't seem to know where people are.
2 down. 3 down on Point and Click Adventure. This is in and out's time to move. See Pickles waiting to try and get some. Oh, and that shark doesn't find anyone, unfortunately.
In and out combo doing a really good job here of holding mid. I don't think they ever let go of mid, actually.
Yeah, even when it's gone down. We see
because
a
this
nice.
map is so open, sometimes really hard to push up, especially if the other team outranges you. But in and out combo does have that leader. Seems to be going well for them so far, putting a lot of pressure on the other team.
Oh, that's
Kanan finds a pick with Zuka. In and out, Point and Click seems to be setting up something here.
a blaster fight on this right side. Oh, Pickles had to back up a little bit. Rainmaker goes down. Oh, and that's 2 down for Point and Click.
Yeah, Point and Click nearly had something there, but just couldn't quite figure it out. In and out combo here. Oh,
Oh, and the pincer on Sorella.
Jable's just got 2 picks. Ties
Down
to
to
the
a mine.
Very, very unfortunate, but Point and Click Adventure might be able to do something with only 2 players,
Ooh.
but they have something set up here. The other team doesn't have much of a lead.
They break first check.
None of their players is there to be able to take the lead, though. So they end up 1 point behind in and out combo.
Still,
With 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes on the clock, anything could happen. We have this 1 point difference between these 2 teams.
all it takes is 1 extra push.
All it takes is
You see
one
Jable
push.
trying to go on in and out flat. Seeing if they can find anyone. They go really deep in there. Shark coming out from Pickles, getting some space. Polly's setting up to stop from the rip. Gets 2 in 1.
Super important pick there for the leader there.
Wavebreaker comes out. Oh, and they take the lead.
Point and Click Adventure. Let's see. They have 1 minute left. All they need to do is just keep that lead and defend well, and we will have a game 4. This happens nearly every time. We're so close.
So close. Let's see if they can hold on to it this time. Oh, and that's a good trade from Pickles, stopping the Rainmaker. Just 40 seconds left. There's not much time, but enough time. Point and Click Adventure just has to hold on to their space for just a little bit more.
Bulls barking in the corner there. They see if they can get some picks. Manages to take one out. Manages to take Sorella out. Doing a good job here, trying to make sure that the other team to grab their maker grabs them themselves, then tries to bring it all the way back. They can't do any sort of stall game because they got completely wiped out there. Both teams just trying to see who can get the Rainmaker. 6 seconds left. In and out combo just needs to grab and have some semblance of a plan.
And Rainmaker goes down quick. Oh.
Point and Click Adventure gets their first win. We've
And
been
we're-
saying it. We manifested it, and it happened.
And with that, we'll be going on to a game 4. This is an exciting set.
This is what we all want.
Yeah, Rainmaker's just, it's a quick game like that. Like, it slipped past us. We didn't even notice that they got the lead until after they got it. It was great space holding from in and out combo at the beginning of the match.
Oh,
but even and then at the end of the match, it was just all out brawl, just trying to get
Beginning
it.
of the match, Point and Click Adventure just couldn't approach because in and out combo was doing so well, just keeping them out, saying, "This is my area. You shall not pass." But, you know, like you said, all it takes is 1 point and you win. And Point and Click Adventure really managed to look at when do I have advantage and just going for it. We gotta go. We gotta go right now. And they went for it every single time, even if it meant like they were all feeding in, being like, we gotta keep the Rainmaker alive. And they did it in the end. So good job. Good job, both teams.
Great speed, great aggression from both teams. Great round to watch.
No, I'm enjoying this. It's good. It's boring when it's all 3-0.
Yeah. Looks like for our next map, we're gonna have Clams Umami.
I like how the team's logo is just an S-Blast.
Point and click. That's the name of the game with that gun.
Oh, I didn't even put two and two together. Oh, that's so silly. Oh, you can actually see us on the high cam. Let's wave.
Oh.
We're in the corner there by the green screen, having fun.
I heard the lobby sound. So, yep, we're loading in. Get ready. This should be a fun match. I really like Tent on Clams Umami.
Leader went with Jet.
Oh, interesting switch. But otherwise, mostly the same.
Really all the same here. Looks like they're having fun with these intense matches. Obviously, Pepe's here to be a hype man and to say 3, 2, 1, go every single time.
Already a trade in top mid.
Either team, trades coming out of nowhere. There's only 2 on each team left.
We're seeing we got
Adventure pushing up real well on in-and-out combo here. But in-and-out combo gets picks to be able to take back mid.
We see Sorella starting to push up Tent. Seeing if they can make the space for the team to come in. We got a lot of clams. They just need to make a power soon. Bulls is fighting quick.
Sorry. Sorella has a pretty good advantage here with how linear the map is, I would say. But Point Click Adventure is doing a really good job at keeping their pace. I'm not that.
Point and Click starting to take some control of mid. It looks like mostly a neutral state. Oh, and Bulls just gets straight with the blaster. At 3-3, no one has too much of an advantage. A Booyah coming out from Pickles though. And a splash down. So many of these specials are coming out around the same time.
A minute and a half of the game, neither team has scored. Both teams have been seriously fighting mid. In and out, seems to be getting a space here. Finally ready to push. And XGT getting a good pick on the other team. Just can't manage to find another one. Goes down as Point and Click is desperately trying to defend here, hiding from that Zuka, able to fully
well, in-and-out combo gets through to the basket with the Tent shield. Seems like they're not able to follow up with too many clams, but that one score might be all they need. Both teams?
I hope it's not all they
Hopefully.
If it's just a stall match for the rest of the game, I'd be a little disappointed.
It would be. Both teams are just so back and forth in mid, though. Teams up. No one's gone down yet. Looks like we're waiting for some specials to see. Pickles on the left. Gonna try and get the blob. Able to get the pick on the blob.
That was.
Oh, and fighting Sorella. Oh, so close to getting the combo. Sorella jumps out. They're starting to build power. Ooh, flashback comes out from the Jet.
Winning Click so ready for here. We offer cover, disadvantage, find it in as they get flanked. Good play by in-and-out combo. Winning Click Adventure pushes, dies. In-and-out combo is taking back their space. Hopefully they can make another push again to keep their lead. 80 points, not much, and I think they are very much worrying about that.
Definitely. Yeah. Seeing Kraken come out from Bulls again. Coming behind, trying to get some picks on it out. Gets it on the blob and on the range.
Nearly 3 down if he just beats Sorella. I bet something really fun could have happened. Ooh,
Oh,
Sorella
and
getting
2
picks
picks
here.
from Sorella on Zuka.
Avenged all of Offense death here. Did a really good job and is now trying to push, in and out, trying to push back into Point Click Adventure.
They're getting ready to build a power climb, but no one has it yet. Trying to push through ramp. Zuka comes out. See if Sorella can get some nice shots here.
They're so close to a power clam.
Oh.
I'm wondering if they just didn't find the clam.
Possibly. Sometimes they'll get scarce at this time in the match.
Clam economy. With less than 1 minute, we're still point in and out combo only having 80 points.
Crazy stalling match. No one's able to really get in much. Zuka coming out from point and click. Not able to find any picks though. Holly jumping back to get ready for the defense. Booyah and Kraken. Let's see if point and click can use some of the space they're trying to get. Oh, Kraken's so close to getting picks. Oh, and just gets punished by MXTT.
Wow, that was NXTT. Just did a really fun thing there. If I was playing and I did that, I would have yelled or something. Winning Click Adventure has 7 seconds left to get for the power clam so that they can make a push. Both teams are still fighting in mid as they've been doing most of the game. As we go into overtime, Winning Click Adventure might actually have a chance here, but In and Out has 2 specials. All the teams are bombing their specials. They're so close.
MXTT with a direct and a wipeout.
In and Out combo wipes out the other team and maybe takes the game. There we go.
Dang. Great defense from In and Out combo.
Yes. There was some really good defense from both teams, and I think that's the reason why Nike team was able to score that, but I take back what I said. They won on 80 points, but it was still interesting. I still had a good time.
Such a back and forth set. Even though it was a 3-1 set, it felt it was close to a 5-game set.
Yeah.
Great job to T-Sane and In and Out combo. Great job to Point and Click Adventure. Both teams played really well there.
Yeah. I absolutely agree. Definitely good times here at Booyah Bay. It's interesting. You should go. You should go. What was your favorite moment of those three matches?
Had to be the Sorella tent triple.
Sorella tent triple.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
All right, this was a fun.
Games were crazy.
Crazy. This was a very fun set to watch. I'm Avocado, and I've been commentating with Anakin. We're happy to commentate. Hopefully, you'll have a great rest of the stream, and have fun time at Booyah Bay.
Have fun. You should go. You need to go. Actually, you need to go. You there. Come to Booyah Bay.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello. Wait, where are we? Oh, we're Booyah Bay, San Jose, NorCal. Cosmic. I am Pepe. I am the main TL of Sunset Surge. Introduce yourself, even though I just said your name. Who are you?
I am Cosmic Sin or Cosmic Cynthia, and this is my first time commentating.
Look at that. First time commentating at Booyah Bay number 3. Shoreline. What was the other?
Shakeup.
Yes, thank you. I was like, Showdown. No. That's a completely different subtitle. But okay, today, right now, if no one else is watching this, all those no one else people have to come in because this is gonna be an intense set. So, from this, on the left side, we see 2 dualies and a dream. And I say left side because I see my boys Kronos, OBT, Soft, and Typo on the physical left side of the camera. Amazing players, amazing friends, amazing skill. Cosmic, who are the people on the right side?
So Flavor Fav is Swagger _ MC, 5th Gen, Goose, and Luna Zuka.
Oh yeah. Oh, and look at that. Hold on. The demise just flipped, but the camera flipped, and now we see the people on their respective side. All right.
Yeah.
So, oh goodness. Okay, this is gonna be an intense set because all of these people, they have such an insane amount of skill. People like Luna, who was playing the ends up. Oh, I missed the shot. And then OBT with the slosher, Kronos with the classic Umbrella. Cosmic, this is gonna be an intense set.
If I remember right, I watched Kronos play before. Like,
Yes. Kronos is an insane Umbrella player. You see them just getting grouped up on the left side. OBT, unfortunately going down with the Luna.
They tried. Like, no. Oh, yeah, that was not.
Flavor Flav is getting such an intense just push over here. Like they're getting a discipline check on the other team. Especially right now. Hold on. Okay, I just heard someone on stream on the location. A 5th Gen getting a hammer, double, maybe a triple. Oh, there's Zuka. Oh, wait, Zuka. Look at that Zuka, please.
There's a Zuka charged up from Kronos. Like, ooh.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to see any kind of respective side, and the comeback to getting that cap, that zone cap is super huge here, especially with the kills at the beginning here, 2 down in favor of 2 dualies.
And it looks like Goose is trying to take out Sav and OBT. But like, oh, here comes 5th Gen.
Yeah.
Oh,
the response that Soft got against the hammer, absolutely insane. Oh, okay, they're getting the kills over there. They're not able to get it. No, unfortunately not. But then Swagger over here is just absolutely killing it with the shot. Fifth Gen here is just going like really hard on the wiper. Super rough on the right side. Wait,
yeah.
Is that Kronos? I was gonna say.
Yeah,
so that's pretty high. The fight on the right side stack is super insane. And Swagger, what is that Zuka? I mean, I don't know what that Zuka is, but damn, that Zuka is quite insane. We see the venue right now is going pretty hype right now. Oh my god, and I would be hyped too because this is kind of insane. Hold on. Solas going around with the crab, seeing if they're able to get it. Oh, Kronos are being there to assist with the Tan Umbrella. What is this fight going on here? Jesus Christ, people are screaming left and right.
Yep.
This is an insane match, Cosmic.
Right? I can hear everything.
It is quite insane. Swagger over here, holding the Zuka off on the right side. Wait, Swagger. I feel like you got that Zuka kill. I actually in my bones right now. But Kronos over here, having the Zuka online, having the tent jumping out.
Oh, yep, jumping out. That's a last ditch. It's like Typo trying to. No, that's not a good spot. No. Typo, no.
That crab action is insane.
Oh!
Kronos, let's go! Wait, hold on. Sorry. Chronos did an amazing job, but so did the other teams who also do that. So both teams are equally amazing. Nobody. OBT. OBT has the strikes ready. Here's when they're gonna use it.
Oh.
They're gonna use it now
Yes.
against Azuka. Are they able to get it? Because Azuka, oh my god, just barely able to again responds with the hammer. Is they getting killed by the Tenderbrella? What is this? Chronos just pulling out the random Tenderbrella kills with the shield. Look at this. Chronos responding with the Azuka. Come on,
another
Chronos.
one.
Chronos doing an amazing job here as a player with
And here comes the crab tank. Oh, another crab tank! Oh!
Oh, it's completely right, Cos, because like, oh my god. Oh, it was Swagger on the right side going in.
And here's another crab tank by Typo.
There's been so many crab things within this set, Cos. It
Oh,
is absolutely
yeah.
like insane of like how much it is. But then Swagger responding with a great Duka play over here.
Oh, watch out for the bomb.
These bombs are quite deadly,
Yep.
especially with how much bomb pressure one can have. But is it worth it though? Because so far, Flavor Flav has the current advantage here. But with the strikes being something that the two this Dream will be able to get a comeback with.
Oh,
Are they able to paint? Oh, they need the paint forward though.
Oh,
Not able to get it.
no.
Chronos being
No,
the
it's
only
not
one
gonna
there,
get
middle
it.
with stuff.
Oh.
Oh my.
There
goodness.
goes Flavor Flav with the first win.
That's right. Flavor Flav getting that pretty insane and kind of like back and forth kind of a match right there. It was so insane. But it looks like that we're going to be doing some counter picks. This is the first phase of the bracket that we'll be doing some counter picks for the set. So I'm curious to know what Two Dualies in a Dream is wanting out of a counter pick.
And so it looks like what will be the next mode?
So if I were me though, Booyah Bay being a map is kind of cool. I mean, you see on the graphic here, like we have 4 Booyah Bay maps.
Yeah.
So potentially like Hammerhead. I'm kidding. No, so these counter picks are actually going to be like quite huge because in terms of like how OBT's team is going to want to go against a comp like that, which, you know, has Viper, it has Dread, it has Zap. So like, wait a minute. So earlier on, I talked to Luna. She said her team is going to go Cruderless. What did Luna use? And Zap. And Zap has Cooler. I've been lied to at Booyah Bay.
The most memorable players, honestly, was like Chronos, Swagger, and 5th Gen with that Viper.
Going back to the Macro Mart like zones, like I remember how chaotic it got, especially on the left side of the map, specifically at the stack area. And honestly, like both stacks area were pretty intense. So I'm looking forward to see Robo Ramen zone right there. People love zones. I mean, who would blame them? Zones is like up there. Whoa! Look at that.
I heard that blaster. I heard a blaster through me.
We're hearing something, or it may just be you, Cosmic. I'm not hearing anything. At all.
I'm hearing what's on the screen right now.
Well, the good thing about this is that we're getting pretty close to start this. So, okay, Robo Ramen. Let's talk about the map and let's talk about like how this is gonna be really good because with Chronos, still hoping to see the 10 because Zuka on Robo Ramen is like one of the best maps for that special. And I tell you this, like having Zuka on Robo Ramen, it gives you so many opportunities, especially like if you are on the right positions, you'll be able to get in, use Zuka, blast people off like at the elbow area, and you know you just get that win. But we will see what comp they're gonna use. Now, Flavor Flav, you better not use Antap. Shoo!
There it goes. There it goes again.
Wait, Cosmic. What is going on? 2 dualies? Is using 2 dualies? What is this?
Is this the same? It's the same comp. It looks like.
Yeah.
It is.
No, you're right.
It's the same comp.
I don't know why I didn't realize that there were 2 dualies on left, which makes sense.
Oh, I did realize it, but then yeah, like I thought you did know.
Well, what I do realize here though is that they have a crab going on. Not much of a crab use over there, but is the Zukas though gonna be nice here? Really nice kills though. Another Zuka coming in for Chrono.
Oh no, typo.
Savage is trying to get up, but the Wiper he's getting the swiped on the wall.
Oh yeah, then Wiper gets it's like now 65 seconds in.
Flavor Flav is really good at getting just the first contact in, the first advantage, and getting as much as they can. So I'm hoping that for Dualies in the Dream that they'll be able to just go in and like respond to that accordingly, because I know that with their comp they'll be able to go in, especially with all the traps going on.
Oh yeah, and here comes another crab tank. Oh, but then Sav, yeah, they go down.
We're looking down at the last 10 seconds of the game right now, potentially. If Dualies in the Dream don't get the cap, but they get the cap, and they're at the end.
Oh my goodness. Oh, but then go Swagger.
My goodness. Okay, 2 Dualies in the Dream. They don't have cap anymore. It looks like Flavor Flav is just always seeming to get the advantage points for what they need. Getting the fights in.
Oh. I think that looks like a bomb. That looks like a bomb behind the crab.
If that was the case, kudos to that. Kudos to that kill, because that is always so tricky to get.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree. That is, especially for me.
Now here we see the crab in the favor of 2 Dualies in the Dream getting a kill. And then another crab coming in, and then with the Zuka in as well. Will this be enough to get a comeback with the Stone Cap? Or 2 Dualies in the Dream?
No,
or will it only just be a dream?
Chronos!
Oh man, I don't like this. Okay, this is looking pretty good first Flavor Flav.
Like, OBT, be careful!
OBT,
Careful with those.
OBT going with the strikes, being able to get something good off that.
Oh, and Flavor Flav! Wait! Flavor Flav takes it. Another knockout.
Flavor Flav. Like, wow. This team looking kind of nice. The great thing about this is that we're seeing how much of an impact the crabs can do with the current meta, with like how it's being played out at this LAN. It's just amazing to know, like, while sure, crab is amazing, is it gonna be enough to have 2? Which, in theory, like, yeah, for having like Robo Ramen and crab, like, that sounds nice, but there has to be some. I feel like there has to be a shift within the players of 2 Dualies in the Dream, so that they'll be able to have some sort of a comeback against a comp like this. Also, I hope I still can't get over that I got light. No cooler list. Come on, Luna. I believed in you. I'm gonna talk to you after this commentating vlog. Trust. Also, hold on. Sunset Surge, if you see it. And look, there's me and Cosmic.
Yes.
Oh, hold on. Look at that. Rainmaker on Arizona. Scorch.
Oh, there you go. Your flagship map.
That's right. Now, with this one, it is Rainmaker. And Rainmaker has been somewhat of a hit topic there. So, this could be the reason why they went Rainmaker. Because who has 10? 2 Dualies in a Dream. I feel like that dream is the 10. Shielding in for the Rainmaker person and getting that lead. So I feel quite strong that this is the start of an opportunity to make sure that 2 Dualies in the Dream get a step into this comeback. Reverse. I bet $100. Oh, okay. I bet some money. We'll see.
Oh no.
Flavor Flav and 2 Dualies in the Dream coming in. And oh wait, never mind on the 10th. I think my dream was lost. But hold on. It does have Lucas, I think I'm dreaming again. Still having 2 Dualies though, so this is gonna be really. No comp change on Flavor Flav whatsoever.
Nope, the same. Looks like Kronos is now on the new mini spot lane.
Man, only leaving out Kronos on the mini for himself to defend is gonna be really, really tricky against these people.
Oh, and
especially for going in that fast.
Luna immediately gets a check without stopping. Like,
This is gonna be insane because like right now, like the thing that needs to be done here is to just clear those people out. Take those fights. Like just make sure that like you're able to be confident with like where you position at and take those fights necessarily.
oh, OBT, watch out! The crab and Swagger.
I was like, damn,
Oh, it goes soft.
holy. Hold on, we see Typo on the right side. Are they able to? Ooh, Purify
Oh
knows that
no,
the Typo's there,
that's a death corner. Gorge, death corner.
that corner, man. Oh, okay, hold on. The kill that Kronos got with the Zuka is kind of nice.
Oh, OBT is down and Sav is down. Oh no. Oh, and Typo. Oh my goodness. A wipeout.
5th gen with the crazy hammer plays here. 22 points down in the favor of Flavor Flav. This is going to be a hard steep to climb if Tutulis and Eugene wants to get this win.
Oh,
Nice.
Kronos.
This is so good. Wait, 2 people down on the they did not know that Luna was on the right side, on the left.
They were hiding.
Oh, that bomb almost being clutched.
Oh, the bombs.
Selfless is trying to get the hold here with the crab.
Oh,
Being able to get 1 kill though, but is he able to get another one? Being in the top spot here with the jumper being the wiper. 5th gen just going absolutely berserk for the wiper here.
like, no Swagger.
We see Zuka and Crab being a combo. What is
Oh
this
my
combo going on here?
goodness.
The Zuka and a Crab? New meta?
And
Damn.
of course, it gets the wipeout.
Yeah, no. Again, this is gonna be such a hard, like, steep hill to climb. But these Zuka kills are coming in, but they just need another entrance, another point of entrance for the team to be like, okay, Saber Flav, we are able to take this out. We are able to like kick fights, get those kills, and go in. But like, so far, it's just being quite of a challenge for Tutulis and the Dream.
At least that crab tank pushed out Flavor Flav in back towards the middle, and there goes another crab tank.
This is gonna be an insane push here, especially with those strikes. I have a feeling that no matter what, I know that Tutulis and the Dream have the capability to push in and be able to commit to something. Because honestly, at this point, I feel like there's nothing else to do but to commit, especially if they want to get a win against a team like Flavor Flav.
Yes, I think they need to stay. I need this win. They need this win to stay in the game, right?
No, Cosmic, you're right. I need this win. I want to see my boy. I want to see like Tutulis and the Dream going.
Oh,
There's just something. There's something about Flavor Flav that always seem to have a response within whatever kind of specials Tutulis and the Dream have. This is going to be a tough spot for Tutulis and the Dream, but I feel like within the right picks, within the right time, that's all that they need. Right picks, right time, right positions.
yes. And
use
1 minute
specials.
left. Ooh, this is gonna get sweaty.
Extremely sweaty, especially with how intense this whole thing is going to be. Oh, the 5th gen just continues to be a menace to have.
And gets a double. Oh, and there goes
This is good.
another crab tank defeated.
So many crab tanks have been cancelled. So many crab tanks have been used for the advantage to get kills. I mean, crab tank just seems to be like the special to be like, hey, guess what? I'm here. I'm gonna use this spot to cover this position, to cover our left side. But man, 20 seconds down, Cosmic. What do you think is gonna happen?
I really think that Flavor Flav will get this, but I'm kind of hoping that Two Billies and a Dream might be able to get this out of the death corner.
Yeah. God.
OBT.
No. Okay. Flavor
Oh,
Flav.
Flavor
Absolutely
Flav
popping
takes
off.
it.
The pop off on Flavor Flav is insane at that event. Man. What a set. it has come down to a point to where we are seeing what it takes to make sure that we're able to push in, to be able to go in and be, hey, this is our territory, this is our map, and this is how good it is. And you look at that. The
Oh yeah.
sportsmanship, like, is always amazing.
Yep.
It's always so good.
I love that.
It's gonna be. I always like to see it. No matter how rough it may be to lose, it's always nice to see the sportsmanship happen within these lands. It's always gonna be something like I'll always be happy about, just to always see. And yeah, I mean it's that's it. I mean, we're talking about high level players. It's always something like I always see. I always get hype about. I have my bias here and there, but man, it's amazing. Lands are amazing, and man, congratulations to Flavor Flav to moving on to finals. So finals is gonna be their spot, and we'll see how they do because I believe they're going against the team who's no boys allowed versus the I forgot the other team. So the winner of that set is going to go against Flavor Flav. So that's gonna be happy.
Yes. It's like, oh my goodness. Like with all the Zukas and the crab is like a different kind of Zuka, don't you think?
I'll say so. It has more shots, that's for sure.
Oh yes.
I guess you could say a similar arc in terms of like the trajectory, but it's completely different. With Zuka though, like best special in the game, best special.
I know you enough to see why. Especially when I played against you in the last Booyah Bay.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean that's good. Good. I love my Zukas and seeing Zukas being played out at the LAN and how those plays happen at the LAN using Zuka. Amazing, amazing stuff. It's always so good to see. So I don't know about you, Cosmic, but I'm looking forward to see the continuation of the tournament. It is sad to see how like people like OBT, Chronos, drop out like at the tournament. Not drop out, but be gone. It's always nice to see these high level, intense sets going.
Oh yeah, and especially with now seeing how Luna Zuka plays in 5th gen mostly. Like wow.
Luna Zuka without the Zuka. I'm gonna talk to her after this. Still, I'm still talking to her. She said she was gonna be. She said she was gonna play cooler, and that didn't happen. I'm so sad, bro. So while I'm sad, we'll be taking on a break. Cosmic, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Blue Sky, which is right here, as you can
There.
see.
Wait, hold on. Right there.
Yes, on Blue Sky. This is my new main social media. But yeah, for now, that's it.
Awesome. And then I'm Pepe Cifuentes. I said my first and last name, but you know that's all good. I'm Pepe, and you can find me on Blue Sky at Pepe_Pep_P, and at SunsetSearch.inc.
Oh yes, don't forget that.
Don't forget about Sunset Search. Hey, Sunset Search, July 12th, Sunset. And
Pepe's
NC Battle too.
birthday. That's also Pepe's birthday, everyone.
No. Yeah, it's my birthday, but Sunset Search. NC Battle. So go to those. Support the lands. Support the local lands. It's always fun.
Yeah, really good.
Go Sunset Search. is today? I think today. What happens on June?
You know, outside. It's the first day of summer, and I think it's also Booyah Bay Shoreline Shakedown, San Jose, California.
Heck yeah.
Which I say shakedown.
You know, details. It's all. Grand finals is gonna be a shakedown for sure.
It certainly
Into a shakeup.
Absolutely.
So, Jojo, why don't we start off by announcing our teams that are gonna be for grand finals?
Absolutely, and please, Pepe, after you.
Yes, of course. First team that's gonna be up is Flavor Flav. Introducing Luna. Woo! 5th Gen. Goose. Swagger. And with their coaches, Roomba. Roomba. And Yael.
Look at that. Absolutely amazing. And on the other side, facing off against Flavor Flav, we've got Muti of No Boys Allowed. Yay!
Woo!
Hooray! We've got Rydia.
Woo!
Woo! We've got Nico.
Woo!
And we've got Helix.
Woo! All right, guys. This set, grand finals, is gonna be intense. We're talking about two of the highest level teams here in NorCal. Now, here's a question for you. What are you looking more forward to with this upcoming set?
Kind of retirement home versus retirement home right now. I haven't seen Helix play a tournament since last Booyah Bay, so kind of excited to see how this is going to go down.
It's gonna be intense, I tell you what. Jojo?
Absolutely. And for Helix of No Boys Allowed, you were the last Booyah Bay winners. Are we going to be keeping that title today? Love the confidence.
Yeah.
You got this.
Iridia.
There we go.
Okay.
Look at that.
Based on that answer, Flavor Flav, are you ready to take the new title of the Booyah Bay winners?
I really hope so. It's our first podium, so
This is second time as a team coming in with Booyah Bay. It's looking really nice. Now, one more question though. Do you have any beef against these people right in front of you?
no, really. These guys are really nice. Yeah, they're all cool. Like, gotta stay on their own lane, play the game. Oh yeah, I hate Gluga. I'm not looking forward to that actually. I might go see Junior.
Oh. You hear that, Nico? They hate Guguga.
It's a 52 longer range, so it's a 52 longer range, so like I don't want to die too.
That's so valid.
Man. So, with this upcoming set that's going on, what are you guys looking forward to see in terms of the set itself? What maps? What map would you want to see in this upcoming set?
I'm excited to see Hammerhead. We practice that like every scrim, and no one likes playing on it, so I'm glad the set's starting off with it.
That is right. For those of you guys that do not know, Hammerhead is the main map of Booyah Bay, that being the bridge, the Golden Gate Bridge. So Hammerhead is going to be the first map mode of Grand Finals.
Absolutely. And Helix. So, No Boys Allowed. Let's talk about for a second the LAN Championship Showdown. You absolutely, I loved watching you guys in LAN Championship Showdown. It's so fantastic. Thank you. The question is, are we going to see a repeat performance for today, or do you think you might even do better today?
Last Booyah Bay, we really liked Clef and his tactics with his dualies. We really miss him. Not that has to do with anybody on our team, but I think that we're really gonna slay this, And I really think that, I'm really looking for Wahoo zones in the map list. Hopefully it's in the map list. So, yeah, this is also a week ago was the first time I hopped on before the last Booyah thing. So, Luna was right. Luna was right.
Amazing. Retirement home versus retirement home.
Yes,
Or
indeed.
even possibly even coming out of the crypt. Amazing.
Who will be the less retired player?
Exactly.
Who's the less
So they may not be beef against each team, but there seems to be some potential beef within this own team. So you know what? We'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen and if they have enough of a good of a teamwork for grand finals. So to begin grand finals, why don't we have a handshake amongst the players and just get some sportsmanship, like. Guys, go ahead.
Have fun.
You too.
I'm so ready to splat it up.
There's some beef
Especially
going
with
on.
Jen.
There's some beef going on
Have
over here.
fun, Goose.
There's some beef, Jojo.
I love you.
Absolutely, beef indeed. This sounds like pre-recorded, pre-written Nintendo lines.
Good luck with you guys' set. Let's see a show.
Yay.
Welcome back, everyone, to Booyah Bay Finals. I am Vapor, joined with Rice. Thank you, Jojo and Pepe, for introducing the teams and hyping them up. We are ready. Grand Finals, best of 7. Rice, this has been a long day, a little bit ahead of time for what we were planning for, but it's still been a long day overall. We are ready. Best of 7 Grand Finals will be starting on Splat Zone's Hammerhead Bridge.
There's a bridge. It's a Hammerhead bridge, kind of. It's not white.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Close enough to
Yeah.
a bridge.
Close enough to the bridge, Yeah, but, these two teams, they played each other last time at Booyah Bay Fag City. I know Flavor Flav had a bit of a different roster. Instead of Swagger, they had, I believe it was... I'm mind blanking on their name. I'm so sorry. They had a different player as their fourth, but Swagger this time being their fourth, a bit of a roster change. And for No Boys Allowed, they actually don't have Clef this time. They're playing a bit of a different, a bit more of a, I guess, different comp because Helix being known for being more of an anchor player, Rydia being a Splatling player, and Muty also kind of being an anchor / support player. They have a bit more passivity in terms of their playstyle, but I also know, Helix is pretty good on shot. That's what they were playing the whole time last time, so you never know.
Yeah, they are going to be ready. They are going to be excited. No Boys Allowed there on the left with Felix Beauty, Ryder, and Nico. On the right, we're going to have Swagger MC, 5th Gen, Goose, and Luna, Zuka. Flavor Flav?
Yeah.
Flav. Flavor Flav hyping themselves up in a nice little circle as we have our spec team just high-fiving each other in front of the camera.
I mean, hey, they were hyping everyone up. They had the glow sticks at the not glow sticks. What are the light sticks? Light sticks. Yeah, they had the light sticks. We are not starting on Mako. We're starting on Hammerhead. We are going into a counter pick best of 7. Teams are not able to pick the most recent map or mode they have won on. So just to make sure they try to loop through at least all 4 modes that we have. These two teams being in that higher to top level really will prefer the zones only format, but we want to try to test these players on just being as flexible as they can.
Yeah. They're also here just to have fun at this point.
Exactly.
We're meant to be a local after all. The point to be here is to have fun. So if these teams don't have fun, I think that's a failure on us.
I know, right? I think we did our... Yeah, and we have Annie giving us a bit of announcement throughout the venue. Everyone, we can see the amount of people in the crowd. Honestly, you can't really see how big the crowd is, actually. There's a lot more seats to the right side. I think that's the right side. But yeah, you know, we're getting started. I think teams are getting ready. Teams are... I think they were all in the lobby. Vapor made sure they're all in the lobby ready to play. So hopefully we're able to get started soon. Just a bit, again, more of the intro to get people to know what is going on right now.
Yeah, well, we had Pepe and JoJo introduce the teams to you all, so they're doing the silver bracket winners announcement on top of the quick introduction of grand finals happening.
Yeah.
So a little bit behind there, but hey, as said earlier, a little bit ahead of schedule right now. But hey, Saturday Night Fever?
Saturday Night Speedle featuring Sakura got won silver bracket finals. They were... Honestly, when I was seeding these teams, I did most of the seeding. They were a team that I'm like, you know, they could make top cut. They could... Like, a team that I was kind of expecting. If they did make silver bracket, was going to win silver bracket. Has some very talented players. Otter, actually one of our commentators earlier, you know, was on that team.
Yeah, it's great. Like, just the general community coming together for something like this as well. Like, it happens all over the place. We are always proud to continue to grow this community to the best that we can as well. And we have Pepe, Jojo,
Toshi, and Tofmo.
They
all just want to be in the frame. We're famous! Mom, we're famous!
They're getting ready shortly, but they're excited. They look excited. They look ready to play. And at one of the tops you can possibly be at, I'm sure they are.
I mean, I think this is also one of the most competitive locals. I've never seen at least 2 to 3 groups of really skilled players coming out to a local almost every time. You know, the first time we had TZS, and then also we had a version of No Boys Allowed come. Then the second time around, we had No Boys Allowed. We had Flavor Flav. We had a lot of talent coming, and then we have them returning this time. It's exciting to see that they're excited to support us. They're want to come to local event. They're like very interested in, again, making that top podium, getting those medals. Thank you, Fusion, for those medals. But from the sounds of it, it sounds like we are just. I thought we were ready, but yeah, I thought we were in the weapon select, but I guess we're doing the weapon select now. But we should get into the game very shortly. Splat zones on Hammerhead. What do you think we're gonna see here, Vapor?
You called out Helix earlier. I do think we are going to see that Splatling come out, whether it be a ballpoint or an edit for that cooler option. I do think we're going to see something. I doubt we would see the cooler, but I do expect the ballpoint over that.
Yeah, I think I saw Rydia pretty much all day play that ballpoint. Maybe just getting excited for that Inkjet. Excited for Inkjet again, especially with that new bow kit. I think people are rediscovering how strong Inkjet can really be. Alongside Helix, I know he's been playing has been playing that new Glimmer shot with Burst Bomb and Kraken.
Yeah, Helix going around with that shot as per normal lately. And to send it over to Flavor Flav as well. Goose, Tent, One Trick, a lot of Tentabrellas showing up today, and we have one here in Grand Finals. If they'll play Tent,
we don't know.
We will see. But Nico, on those Gluga Dualies, we don't see the Tent, but we do see that new Dread Ringer. Let's go!
Yeah, it's really interesting seeing that the no anchor comp coming out from Flavor Flav, but on the other side, we have that ballpoint Splatling, a more aggressive anchor that we see in this meta.
Yeah, and fighting for this zone is going to be Helix going down early as we have a firefight, and there's only Nico left up alive. No Boys Allowed going 3 down. Nico running for their life, but they're going to give up the entirety of their snipe area and still go down anyway. Helix now playing around this right side with that shot, rotating over. Ryda, Inkjet ready, but with one going down, it's going to be hard to use it in a really good situation. Swagger with that Zuka, though, to slow him down even more.
Yeah, we need to be really careful when that Zuka's out, but they were able to get rid of ball point. Swagger getting Nico, getting taken down, but that might be enough for Flavor Flav to really stabilize here.
It might be enough, but with 2 members going down, no boys allowed, trying to make a move. Muti getting picked off by Luna. Luna now popping that cooler, holding that zone. Here goes the Kraken from Helix, trying to displace this Crab, give him an opportunity. Crab avoiding zone, neutral for now. Nico trying to find a way forward, trying to paint through. Members of Flavor Flav running out of ink heavily, and that's going to be 3 down. Flavor Flav falling to the, or is only the pro left up alive, and that's going to be no boys allowed to take the zone and cap. 5th Gen forced to jump out, and that's going to be an effective wipe there by Zuka from the other side.
Yeah, that was a really good stallmate from 5th Gen. But that's 2 down on the side of Flavor Flav with that Kraken on Helix. Nico getting taken down. That's 3 down on the side of Flavor Flav. 5th Gen really needs to survive here, try to get those Tenta missiles, but gets taken down.
Helix, what a play there. They go for the chase and they're staying alive still, and they do drop back as well. Cooler out from here with Ryda now on the ball point, playing further back. Helix trying to make a move, looking towards that Crab, and ends up getting picked off by that Zuka. Swagger now looking towards this right side as Zone ends up getting neutral. Luga's going down. That's going to mean Nico. Ryda both going down. Jump from Helix. They're able to find one on the Kraken landing, but with their Zap going down, they're going to be the last one up. They're forced to get back, trying to protect Nico. Nico goes down once again. 5th Gen does end up getting a trade with Helix there, but still advantage for Flavor Flav as we head into the final half of the game.
Yeah, definitely. And we see this counter going down. The penalty was not super high on the side of Flavor Flav. And, you know, on the side of No Boys Allowed, they're trying to push back in. They have Cooler out. They're ready to pop the Inkjet and the Booyah Bomb combo. They gotta push in with this while they get in there.
Yeah, 5th Gen try and play that off-angle force out, but 2 down on each side. That's going to slow things down. Kraken now from Helix to try to disrupt. Goose goes down. They need to paint the zone. Trying to find Luna. Luna gets picked off as well. Huge play by Helix there to keep No Boys Allowed in this.
Yeah, that was very close. Only 9 points left for the side of Flavor Flav. No Boys Allowed has a bit of a big penalty here too, but they have the tools to try to stabilize. Missiles ready for Flavor Flav. They might try to use those missiles to really displace No Boys Allowed here.
There's the missiles. I expect the Inkjet to come out here, and it does. Crab out from Goose. Ryda trying to make a play, but getting picked off from the side. 5th Gen now moving in zone, back in favor of Flavor Flav, and it's going to be a pincer, and Swagger gets taken out. Helix pops the Kraken to scare 5th Gen away. This zone might just flip back into the favor of No Boys Allowed, and it will. 5th Gen staying alive, though, on this far side. Nico trying to make a play, but 5th Gen ends up jumping out to safety.
Yeah, what a great jump out there from 5th Gen. Able to take one down and still survive that whole interaction, getting that stall. We see Helix going down a little early. Not sure what they went down to. Cooler out for the side of No Boys Allowed, but that's going to be a zone neutralized for the side of Flavor Flav.
And they will get the cap as well. Swagger trying to move in, but with 3 members going down. Huge play by Nico there on that Gluga dually. Luna popping that cooler, trying to help the others get back faster once they get in. Holding that Booyah Bomb is Nico. Moving in now, Inkjet from Ryda. Luna stuck in a little corner over here trying to stay alive. Ryda looking for a pick, ends up recalling, and they're going to get picked off on the side. 2 members down, zone getting neutral. No additional points on the board. It was all penalty there, and that's 3 down. Only Nico left alive for No Boys Allowed.
Yeah, but Nico holding their ground here, had that splash wall, but gets taken down by Swagger. That is a delayed wipe on the side of No Boys Allowed, but Flavor Flav not really able to push that far up.
Holding back in neutral, playing around specials. Missiles, Zuka, ready for Flavor Flav. There goes the Kraken, there goes the Zuka and the missiles. 1v1 down on each side, make that 2 on the side, No Boys Allowed. This timer going down on both ends, and it's going to be a knockout at the end of the day. Flavor Flav once again finding another win here on stream and taking the first game here in our grand finals.
Yeah, Flavor Flav doing such a great job. You know, we saw a lot of the time that we saw one person from No Boys Allowed really go for the 2-3 picks, but at the end of the day, I think Flavor Flav was able to really get to that stability point in the middle of that game where they really held the zone for maybe a good minute. And that got them a good lead, a comfortable lead for them to feel like, okay, we can slowly approach our retake with the missiles, with the Zuka, and with that cooler.
Yeah, They were there. They were ready, but no boys allowed. Like you said, over pushed a little bit too much. Nico, props to Nico, making huge plays to keep them in the game, but just not enough to find that win.
Yeah, and the zone really didn't, or what am I saying? The teams were really in that game for a full 5 minutes. The game ended a second earlier than it really should have. But these two teams, they kept fighting back and forth. They kept finding ways to get back in and to do what they want to do. And I think it's gonna be a scrappy fight to the end, maybe even to a game 7.
Counter pick is rolling in here, and it's going to be a counter pick over to zones on Umami Ruins, and oh boy, definitely very flat, but the flatness of it favors that inkjet.
No, it favors that inkjet, and I think it favors Nico on that Gluga dualies.
Yes.
The flatness of that map lets the Glugas really set up, aim their fire, get into that turret mode of their two-shot range.
Like heavily, Nico, Ryda, both making huge plays throughout. Kraken, another really good special for this. Even if they want to flex over to that Zuka shot option, or even Dry Strike, both are really good for this map. Muty running Zap most of the day. That cooler option, you can never go wrong with basically any map choice, but for that Zap weapon to work around the others. Nico, Ryda, they are both the most unique weapon pool for their team for No Boys Allowed, and this map favors both of them.
No, indeed. And I think it's a very smart pick from both of
Yes.
them. Again, Splat Zone's the classic. I think it goes very back and forth on Splat Zones. Going to the cam real quick. But, I don't think we're really going to see comp changes from either teams. And yeah, no comp changes from either team. These teams are sticking to their guns. We see that actually, that opening gambit on the side of Helix. We know Helix is going to try to go for that fast and early play here.
Definitely. Missile Zuka not changing on the side of Flavor Flav as well as Nico. We see it right away, looking towards top mid. Helix pushing around the right side, finding assists with Muty. But now, 1v1, Ryda versus Luna. One jumper in, Nico going down. Another jumper is going to be Goose to pick off Ryda on the backside. Muty now trying to take this 1v1 with a Dread, but it's going to be a Kraken rolling right through, and everyone is living still. But it's going to be Swagger finding 2 on the backside flank.
Yeah, Swagger getting that flank around, but Helix trading them out. Helix trying to get the pick onto 5th Gen here. 5th Gen using their range on that Pro, but has those missiles pop ready to push back in for their team. This is kind of a neutral game here, but Goose popping that crab thing gonna give the side of Flavor Flav that advantage.
Felix popping that Kraken, trying to make a way through. Going top mid, Goose very weak and is able to get the jump out, but that Booyah bomb from Nico going to find them. Swagger, they're going to be the 3rd down on Flavor Flav, and that's going to be a zone flip there. For Luna, last one up, able to back up and get the rest of their team in, and now Flavor Flav back on the offensive as Helix ends up going down. There goes Nico getting the neutral, looking for the cap. Luna going down to a stray bomb, but 3 members. That's a delayed wipe on the side. No Boys Allowed. Cap that zone, Flavor Flav, and now you are back in the lead with control.
Yeah, and they have 2 specials here to sustain this push. They're not really able to push towards this dome area that Nico's trying to push out of, but there's so many specials. The missiles are popped. Ooh. Nico gets a pick onto, I think that was Luna, but the missiles were still popped. The crab tank popped. The Zuka popped on the side of Flavor Flav. And No Boys Allowed pushing back with their own specials as well here.
Oh, Booyah bomb almost finding Goose as well. That would have been crazy good if Goose went down, but they go down anyway. Inkjet from Ryda helping out, but 5th Gen on the flank behind them, and I don't think they really know. Nico going down. 5th Gen finally getting called out, but losing 2 in the process. Muty playing for the zone. Kraken out from Helix. They are looking to get this cap, and they will. But now, No Boys Allowed. They need to look for a way to get a lockout in. They use 2 of their specials. Here's the Inkjet, and they have nothing to really work with that, especially with those cooler jump outs that Flavor Flav has.
Yeah, Flavor Flav doing such a good job jumping out at this right time. Swagger with that Zuga gets a pick on, I believe that was Nico. Rydia fighting Swagger here, but unable to get that pick.
Oh, Nico going down again to Swagger. Swagger being a game changer player on those flanks on the offensive 2v1s. And that's going to be a delayed wipe. It's only Nico. They're able to find one, trying to keep their team in this once again. Booyah Bomb ready to go. Looking for another. That's going to be another 2 down. Nico on this rail, popping that Booyah Bomb. They're going to try to work with Helix here, using that Kraken. Luna trying to shark out. They're able to get one zone Kappa. They are still looking for the second, and they will get it.
Yeah, and we see, I believe that was 5th Gen and Swagger go down a little early on that, try to retake there. Rydia in this Inkjet gets Luna down. Luna did have that tactic cooler, so they're gonna respawn fast. This is No Boys Alloved's chance to try to get a sustained hold here. Gets 5th Gen again, gets Swagger again, and Nico in their back lines.
It's only Goose and Luna there on the Crab Tank and the Zap. They do finally get a move in, but are they going to hold this lead? One member going down, Nico still holding on, and they're going to continue to hold it with that cap. Nico sharking around the backside, looking for 5th Gen. 5th Gen making a flank, but unable to find any. It ends up being a trade at the end of the day. It's only Luna now in the zone. Helix ignoring the zone for now, finally getting the neutral as the rest of their team comes in. Stop any bleeding from happening.
Yeah, and we see Helix get the pick on Luna, pops that Kraken. I believe they're trying to go for that splatter shot pro. Rydia getting the pick onto Swagger, and that's probably going to be a very strong push towards their dome, but 5th Gen getting that pick there.
Yeah, these missiles have been dangerous for No Boys Allowed, where they keep running over each other. They keep stacking, and just like that, they will be able to take the lead. 20 seconds left on the clock. Helix in the 2v1. They're going to get picked off. 5th Gen on the far right. Booyah Bomb from Nico. 1v1 Luna and Muty, and Muty ends up going down. That's a cap back in favor of Flavor Flav here. Not much penalty on the clock either. Goose Crab does end up going down. Zuka near online for Favor Flav as well. Inkjet ready for Ryda. They need to go for the zone. They have no time to use it. They do get the neutral. Neutral on the backside as well. Zuka from Swagger. Nico trying to hold the zone with Helix. And it's not enough. Flavor Flav able to hold on.
And Flavor Flav barely able to get that pick. I think Helix trying to get those picks to try to get those painters, but I think unable to get their main planer, which was Luna there, just trying to paint that zone for the team, while Swagger and Goose was pretty much being their bodyguard to try to paint that zone for lead.
Yeah, but Flavor Flav played that perfectly. No Boys Allowed was looking for the kills at that point. They were not looking for the paint. So once their painters went down, it was near over. The Slayers, the weapons without much paint power, were the ones trying to make a play. But unfortunately, it just was not enough as we head into game number 3. Counter pick for No Boys Allowed.
Yeah, and I think Flavor Flav was so hyped that 2 of them DC'd from the room. I saw that, guys. Come on. Don't slam the tables. Come on. Joking aside, you know, that was such an intense, stressful moment, right? Like, you understand. And I think it was a little bit unfortunate for No Boys Allowed that Muty was on respawn when overtime started. So their main painter was still trying to get back into the fray, while their fighters were pretty much either painting or trying to stabilize until Muty can get there to paint.
Yeah, and Muty couldn't really hold off on going down either. Like, look at this replay here. Just over a minute into the game, like Luna trying to make a move. Right now halfway through, using that Inkjet, but not really getting much value because of that cooler jump out.
Yeah, and you know, Inkjet, when it was meta, it got counteracted by Cooler. That's why Cooler got really popular. So it's quite interesting seeing a bit of a loop that we're going back towards, where, you know, we have the Cooler Jet, and then we have missiles, we have Crab Tank.
Here we go at the very end. Cooler from Muty. They're trying to make this fight, but with Muty and Ryda both going down, those are the 2 best painters for No Boys Allowed. And once they lost that zone, it was basically GG's from there.
Yeah, and we can kind of see how Flavor Flav really positioned themselves. We saw Luna kind of sit a little backwards towards that zone. They knew they can paint it from a relatively safe distance, while their other two fighters were pretty much on that top mid, making sure, hey, no one can approach this. No one can approach the front of Luna, so Luna can just keep painting that.
Yeah, really good job by Flavor Flav there. But like you said with that, we also had the two members trying to take the fight on that left zone from our perspective, and then another player top mid helped with that pincer play, and once the other two went down, easy turn back to their own zone. And if you looked at that overtime timer, it was very, very low. So if they didn't get the cap there, that game would have gone to no boys allowed.
No, I think they were seconds away from getting that, and it's crazy how close that game really was. I know the graphic says this is a best of 5. This is a best of 7. We unfortunately were not able to get a best of 7 graphic up in time, but this will be a best of 7. So at minimum, we get 2 more games, and I'm interested to see what No Boys Allowed will try to pick. I believe if they really wanted to, they could pick Umami Zones again, you know, like in theory, if they really wanted it, they could do that. But I'm wondering if they will choose a different map and mode just to really try to pick something that favors them a little bit more. You know, we're pulling up the graphic right now for a map list. I think
I overheard someone say Barnacle and Dime. I don't know what mode, because they could counterpick it on both zones because they haven't won on it, or Clan Bliss, and they're going to opt for zones. So very scary option going back to zones once again, but again, it's a flat map. This could be really good, and especially on the offensive end for No Boys Allowed, with that inkjet, they could be able to create more of that lockout, but they haven't really had the opportunity to create that lockout to begin with. They've been playing neutral so much of the game.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that leads to 5th Gen getting those missiles pretty frequently. You know, when we talk about missiles, you know, it's always like, oh, just dodge them. But, you know, missiles are such a strong tool for that retake, and I think that's why No Boys Allowed have been having a hard time really getting a strong lockout. And it's because those missiles are always ready from 5th Gen. I'm surprised how fast and how frequently they're getting them, but it's just, I think it shows just how good 5th Gen has been at the game of survivability.
Hey,
it's us.
We're right there, guys.
Look, guys, we're spectating the game.
We're
Look.
right there. See?
No, they're using our switches. You know, we did a bit of a test today. We wanted to see how Switch 2s communicate with the Switch 1, and we've had success with the Switch 2 being on stream while everyone else is playing on Switch 1s. We can see how smooth the stream has been so far.
Yeah, the game has looked gorgeous throughout the day, and even through some technical errors here and there that stopped stream for whatever reason. The game still has overall been smooth from our perspective. So it's a beautiful thing to watch. We've seen it on the Pokemon Championships as well, with how clean those graphics look for Sword and Shield. But let's get into this game number 3. Flavor Flav, No Boys Allowed, ready,
go! Yeah, and what we see both teams, again, sticking to their comp. Not really much of a change, maybe changes in builds.
Hey, fish.
Fish! Butter jelly! Oh, but we see Swagger going down really early here. Rydia being in such an aggressive position here on that ballpoint spot lane.
Yeah, Nico playing around the side with 5th Gen. Muty is there as well, but they both go down. 5th Gen now on the flank. 2 members down, and No Boys Allowed. 1 jumped in. They don't know Nico is behind them. Please, let's look for Nico as they are ending up with a pick with 5th Gen. And there ends up going down Ryda with this inkjet, trying to find something, but unable to get any cooler out. And they are looking for another opportunity. Kraken here from Helix moving in, but they don't have another special to work with, especially with Nico and Ryda both going down. 2v2 on the field, though. Helix falling back. 2 and a 2v1 ends up going down. Another fight in mid. Muty able to take one. Booyah bomb out. That's reinforced Luna all the way back. And just like that, No Boys Allowed taking the zone.
Yeah, No Boys Allowed has to be careful here, though. I believe Flavor Flav did have that tactic cooler when they did go down, so they're gonna be on that fast respawn. We see they're trying to push out of this pit. Has 3 specials ready. That Zuka getting popped. Oh, but Nico taking down the Zuka before they get most of the shots out.
That is a huge pick for Nico, but Goose finding one with those missiles being popped out as well. That's another huge play for Flavor Flav. Goose on this Dread Ringer, trying to poke around the side, but they're all trying to now stagger on top of each other. Huge blink there by Helix to find 5th gen and burst bomb the rest out. Moving in now. Helix, right flank, finding Swagger, looking for Luna, but they get double teamed with Goose.
Yeah, and Helix going down there without cooler on the other side. Swagger back fast with that tactic cooler. We see that Luna goes down there. The trade on the 2 end zaps. That's going to be Nico going down pretty early. Inkjet gets recalled. Zuka out from Swagger. And this might be the hold for Flavor Flav.
Yeah, huge picks there with that Zuka. That's a stagger 3 down. There's only Nico left up with their team. Trying to get back in. Penalty points expired for Flavor Flav. Nico with that Booyah bomb. Luna trying to throw bombs forward as the Kraken comes out from Helix. Trying to move with the Kraken. It's going to be No Boys Allowed, but with going 3 down, it's only Mutiny left up, and they get picked. Full wipe, 20 takes on the clock. I don't think there's much time to get here. They basically have to hold forward. Nico, Beauty, trying to make a play. 10 ticks left on the zone counter. Helix going down. Nico for the zone, and it's not going to be enough. Flavor Flav now entering game, set, match, tournament point for Booyah Bay.
Yeah, they're on this game point right now. They have the championship point coming up. They only need to win 1 of the next 4 games. Whatever those 4 games will be, this next map is No Boys Alloved's last counter pick to pick. Yeah. After this, it will be on to Flavor Flav to counterpick, and they can choose maps that they believe they can win on.
I don't think zones you can go back to again. You lost on it 3 times in a row. Why go back to it? I don't think you just can.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting because No Boys Allowed, I think Tower Control might be a pretty good mode for them. Rainmaker is maybe a little iffy. Rainmaker being a pretty stally mode, I think we'll try to probably favor a more aggressive team like Flavor Flav, but also Clan Bliss being a more control-based game mode, I think will also lead towards a more advantageous position for No Boys Allowed, as they do have that anchor in Rydia with that ballpoint.
Yeah, in differential, I do think Rainmaker might be a decent option. But we've seen Goose run with that Dread Ringer, a slower weapon that plays at a slower pace, but doesn't really have much forward explosion power that any other weapon could have. Like the other weapons of Flavor Flav does do a decent job at sustaining, but they don't have the explosion power from them. They've just been consistently playing a little bit better at a time. But No Boys Allowed, they've been making those plays. They've been making the explosion plays with the Inkjet, with Nico on the flanks. I do think Rainmaker might be a solid option, but hey, what do we know? We could see some Scorched Gorge or Undertow Spillway. I doubt we would see it much of Museum or Humpback with their weaponry, though.
Yeah, I'm wondering, we went through 2 of the most flat maps there are in this game, and I'm wondering, going through No Boys Alloved's head, they're thinking, what can we do to really enable Nico, to enable Rydia, right? These Shot and NZAP are really strong weapons to enable the rest of their team. We see
Why?
They went back to Splat Zones. They decided to go to Splat Zones Robo. As Toshi says, we have Area Cup at home right now.
I'm going to be honest. I don't really understand this pick. I do hope it's good for them. They do have the explosion power that I was talking about on a map that is good for the explosion power with Robo. It is hard to break that lockout without one of those, without one huge play, whether it be an Inkjet, whether it be a Kraken forcing the other team out of position. They have the opportunity there, but they've just been consistently losing zones games.
Yeah, and I'm wondering, maybe is it just a like the comp that they're running into, right? Again, as we say, missiles is such a strong special to push back in with, especially on the side of Flavor Flav. Are we gonna see a comp change on the side of No Boys Allowed? I'm wondering because, you know, they not saying that the comp is any problem, but do they switch to that missile pro? Do they think the missiles are strong enough for their team to really try to, you know, counter Flavor Flav on their own game plan?
I do think it would come down to what Helix decides to do. They are probably the most flexible weapon in that range category. Second most flexible outside of Muty, but Muty only really covers that support option. We could see that Missile Pro on Muty, but they would lose that cooler option, which this team desperately wants.
Yeah, I think especially with how aggressive Rydia and Muty want to play and how strong they are playing that aggressive game, I think they want to keep that aggressive cooler.
Flash! Flash! Heavy edit! They're switching off! Let's get into this! Ready!
Go!
Weapon changes on the side of No Boys Allowed, and they do have Muty on that Missile Pro.
Yeah, Nico's sticking to that Glooga. As we know, they are that one trick, but Rydia going to that edit splatling, even more explosive splatling than All Point is.
Yes, definitely. And they still have that crab.
Ooh, what a crab battle!
Helix there, helping out with 5th gen. They're going down. This is now advantage. No Boys Allowed as this is exactly what I wanted to see from them. They have the explosion power with those specials. They have the explosion power with those weapons as well to build those specials very quickly. Goose is going to use that crab to find a pick onto Nico with the trade of their shot. But Zone in favor of Flavor Flav, but looking to get picked off. Helix, huge burst bomb there to find Goose.
Yeah, and I believe this is the first game No Boys Allowed has actually been in this advantage point very early on. They were the first to flip. They were the first to have that sustained hold. That Booyah bomb coming out from Nico, but 5th gen sharking behind them. Do they see it? They traded them out, I think.
No, wait. Yeah, no, 5th gen is still there. 5th gen on this pro, trying to hold on. They do finally get the jump out once the team looked back at them, but that exposed the front for some specials to start to move in. But with that crab game picked off, Helix painting the zone with this heavy painting splash. Swagger getting picked off on the flank. They do lose Nico though, but a crab once again. Heavy paint on the side of No Boys Allowed. They're able to hold for a little bit, stall, get the rest of their team back in, pop that cooler, and with the crab ready, missiles on the line. There goes those missiles, there goes that crab. There's the displacement you want to see from No Boys Allowed.
Yeah, and Swagger's gonna go down before they can actually grab their cooler. Goose goes down to that crab thing, has the cooler, gonna come back fast, but this is gonna be a bit of a slower retake on the side of Flavor Flav.
They're trying to make sure everyone is out and reset back into neutral. Booyah bomb from Nico. But with that Zuka, Goose is going to trade out with that 3v3, trying to make a move in here. Penalty points about to expire in favor of No Boys Allowed, and they will. 35 and might not be counting anymore, but Helix saying nah, it is going to continue to be going down, finding 3 with that crab tank.
Getting 3, almost getting a quad. Oh, try to get a quad with that burst bomb, but Helix making such a big play there. 5th gen going early down on this retake without the cooler. It's just Goose with the crab tank, and it's popped pretty far.
Yeah, and that crab is going to help push in, but Nico, splash wall on those Glugas are going to help them keep control. Helix finding Goose. Swagger going down as well in the 2v1. Nico trying to keep the forward pressure, but going down to a bomb from Luna. Penalty points. Trying to get slowed down here as Goose trying to make a play, but over pushing a little bit. Missiles forcing them all back. They decide to give up the zone. Helix looking for a flank now as the rest of Flavor Flav moving forward.
Yeah, 5th gen activating the missiles, but I'm not actually sure if any of those missiles got out. But Muty counter missiling, you know, No Boys Allowed almost to that cap. Flavor Flav getting pushed back pretty fast here. 5th gen on a bit of a lower elevation, and that's the wipeout!
Nico, huge play there. Another fight underneath happened. But hey, it was a wipeout either way. No boys allowed. Advantage. Minute 15 left on the clock. Zuka out. Nico throws out that Booyah bomb. Swagger still has 2 shots ready to go. There's one, but the second isn't able to roll out. Nico forced to draft, but with 3 members down on Flavor Flav, it's only Luna. Penalty expiring. Not much points on the board. Luna going down. There's the crowd, but they're not going to have enough to paint. And just like that, no boys allowed. Trying to start their comeback here. They know it's match point, but now they have to win on not 1, not 2, but 3 of Flavor Flav's counter picks.
Yeah, and that I think that comp change really invigorated how, like what we were saying earlier, right? The missiles being so strong, the crab tank being so strong. They pretty much just said, hey, what if we just took that and just did it better, right?
Basically, that's effectively what they did, and they played to their strengths too. Like they kept Helix on that shot. That's what Helix has been playing a lot lately, so it makes sense. Nico, Gluga one trick. You have to keep Nico on that Gluga, especially being the playmaker throughout the day that we have seen. Ryda, they want that cooler option, but Muty knew they had to bring those missiles to create some sort of extra displacement or explosion out of their comp. So Ryda switching over to that heavy edit with that cooler option, and that is probably the best thing they could have done. Sure, you lose an inkjet, but you gain another displacement special.
Yeah, and I think it really, the name of the game is displacement, especially on spot zones, right? Spot zones is such a stabilizing mode that they need to try to get things done. We'll let them do it, fine.
All right.
So
all right.
I believe the 2 teams...
on the fly rule set.
I think the 2 teams are trying to gentleman spot zones. And, as much as I am such a stickler for following the rules, again, I understand. Like, as a player, I want to play what I want to do, right? And
as a TO, as much as it sucks to do, you just have to do it for the enjoyment of the players at this point. We're a local after all. We can do this for...
No, exactly. It's not like we're a major where we really have to be sticklers about it. We have that flexibility, and I think that's why people love locals. There's a lot of
we're getting yelled at for just kidding.
I guess they're not picking splat zones. Rainmaker.
Okay, this is an option I was looking at for No Boys Allowed earlier, actually. Like Rainmaker, and now you have that missile option from Muty that we've seen. So missiles definitely really good. The explosion factor, I'm not sure if Flavor Flav has it to an explosion factor to sustain a huge push, though.
You never know. I'm wondering what if their plan is pretty much like, hey Goose, just hold the Rainmaker for us while we kill everyone, or like while we get all the picks. What if the slow weapon picks up the slow Rainmaker while all the other fast weapons, fast-paced weapons really go aggress for them. And that works out, especially if they're able to get a really fast and early push, and they can kind of stall with the missiles, they can do whatever they want, but do what they want with those specials. And I'm just interested to see how these 2 teams will try to play it out. As with lots of recent controversy, Rainmaker has been called into question by lots of players,
but it's still getting picked by them as well. As we see here, that we are still on match point for Flavor Flav. No Boys Allowed looking to pull this back as once again Flavor Flav's counter pick. Rainmaker scores. They just need to win one of the next 3 to take this as No Boys Allowed. Let's see what happens here. Helix on that splash. Nico switching off those Gluga, going to the brand new Octo Brush with that Kraken. So they do have that Kraken option for them. Goose sticking with that Crab Dreadringer 5th gen. Over to that Wiper though.
Yeah, and 5th Gen playing that Wiper, honestly, I was really expecting 5th Gen to bring this out much sooner. Knowing 5th Gen as a player, being familiar with them, I know they really like these QR feedy weapons. It makes a lot of sense there's transitioning to that.
Yeah. Hammer rolling out. 2 members of No Boys Allowed going down. 5th Gen moving in with Swagger. 5th Gen does end up going down, but Swagger takes out Ryda anyway. Bombing the shield, another dude down. Zuka finding Helix as well. Huge picks by Swagger as Luna running forward with that Rainmaker. Pardon me for saying you had no explosion power. There is a push to 19 for Flavor Flav.
Yeah, 19 points, 5th Gen going down. Muty trying to fight Swagger. Swagger gets that pick. Nico going for that fight, but they're in a bit of a tough situation here.
This, like hindsight, this might actually have been a really strong pick for Flavor Flav. They forced Nico off those Booyahs, which do somewhat struggle on Rainmaker as a main weapon. But we now have Helix trying to make a way to push back in. Moving through with this crab, with those missiles, trying to find any pick, but no one going down. Cooler getting popped out from No Boys Allowed, and they're all stacking on top of each other.
Yeah, but we can see that Muty trying to push back in with that Cooler. They're not really able to do much. I believe that Zuka takes down Nico. Muty gets taken down by 5th Gen, and 5th Gen continuing their streak here.
Yeah, with that hammer online, Nico popping this Kraken to slow down that Rainmaker from going forward. Missing, though, with the Pro going down. This is going to be a rush forward as Luna moves it over to that flagpole. Hammer out from 5th Gen, but they get picked off by Helix. Helix now first bombing out everywhere. Zuka is online, though, so you have to be careful of that on any hold to be sustained.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm really wondering how No Boys Allowed is really trying to push back here. They try to go forward, but you know, they're getting picked off one by one by the side of Flavor Flav.
Yeah, and this is basically a dance in the spawn of No Boys Allowed at this point. Muty trying to find a pick there, but they're getting forced. But a jumper going out. Luna now stalling in this corner. They want to play the stall game as No Boys Allowed. Still 0 points on the board with 2 minutes left on the clock. Rainmaker in the hands of Flavor Flav, but that's going to be a 2v2 now on the field. Luna trying to stall here by this checkpoint. Crab out for Goose, and they're just playing the stall game. 25 seconds on this Rainmaker timer.
Yeah, and the more they stall, the more they get these trades. That's just going to be the advantage for Flavor Flav. Luna trying to push in for more points, unable to really get that far. That's actually going to be 2 down on the side of Flavor Flav. Nico had to back off with their Kraken here, but they're still on their side of the map.
Crab from Helix. These crabs aren't really doing much. They're just to be used to try to get right back in. 5th Gen right beneath them, but the Zuka from Swagger looking for one, misses twice, and still misses a 3rd time, but the members of No Boys Allowed are going down anyway. Helix going down. Nico jumping in, being detected, and there you go, going down there. Goose, Crab ready to go, but that's going to be 3 down now on No Boys Allowed. It's only going to be Helix, but with 1 minute on the clock to push to 19, and you have 0 points on the board to your name, this is going to be a heavily uphill battle in the stalling mode like Rainmaker.
Yeah, and we see the hammer pop by 5th Gen. That's traded out. That's just Rydia alive here. Rydia needs to sustain for a long time, but it seems like the side of Flavor Flav is just doing so much to prevent No Boys Allowed out of their spawn.
The timer is too low on the Rainmaker. Flavor Flav forced to move forward. They might detect Nico on that flank, so keep an eye out there as missiles from the front ends up picking off Rydia. Bombs out. Muty trying to hold up Helix, playing through mid. Grab out, trying to find something, but there's Goose there and a Wiper behind you. 5th Gen finding that pick there. Luna trying to hold this Rainmaker. The timer is going to be very low. There's not enough to push for a knockout, so we will likely have some overtime here. That's going to be 3 down. It's only 5th gen up, but this Rainmaker needs to be grabbed within the next 10 seconds.
Yeah, there's not a lot of time to grab. We see that Rydia has to be that person to grab. That means no cooler for the rest of the game for No Boys Allowed. Rydia has to take this a little slow. But, you know, they haven't scored any points yet. Nico pops that Kraken, tries to make space, goes after Luna, but doesn't see that Luna drops down.
5th gen is also looking for a flank, but it's going to be the Zuka out from the snipe. Huge pick there. And just like that, an upset in grand finals with your number 2 seed, Flavor Flav, to be your Booyah Bay
Shoreline Shakeup
champions.
And what a way to end the set in a dominant fashion. They said, you know, we're the better team, actually.
Mm-hmm.
You know, teams, top level, they only like splat zones. We'll let them play splat zones.
Yeah, that, like a huge play that we're like, sure, they can play zones. They decided to not play zones. They just did not want it, and they chose Rainmaker as a better option, as we're playing music now, apparently.
I guess we are.
But either way, Flavor Flav will be your Shoreline Shakeup champions here for Booyah Bay in June on the 21st.
June 21st, Booyah Bay Shoreline Shakeup. And I believe we're going to have a bit of a medal ceremony. We need to give out our Salmon Run medals, and we need to give out our top 3 podium medals. So we're going to do a quick announcement, I believe, to pretty much gather everyone towards their quick positions. But Vapor, where can the lovely people find you?
You can find me pretty much everywhere at V4P0R or on Blue Sky at v4p0r.broadcast@beep.com. You can find a lot of content that I do over at Broadcast Beep on basically any social media. Rice, T.O. man, you've been here for nearly a year at this point. How's it feel to have another one under your belt?
You know, as each event goes by, it gets smoother and smoother. But you know, as much as I hate being a pessimist, I also understand that, you know, you expect things to go wrong at LANs. Nothing is ever going to be perfect. So I usually try to tame my expectations. And guess what? Today we're early. We were expecting to end maybe around like 7:20-ish. We're pretty ahead of schedule. And, you know, that's something to be proud of. I think we do a really good job to make sure we manage our time properly. We make sure everyone tries to, you know, get things done. People were doing some questionable things today, aka going to a place 30 minutes away during their lunch break, which was only
They were just
40
sticking up
minutes.
to their name.
Shoutouts to T-Same plus In-N-Out combo. You guys almost got DQ'd. That's all I'm saying.
Almost got DQ'd, but they stuck up to their name, which is even better.
Yeah, but I believe... Yeah. What are the placements? Or... Okay.
All right.
Yeah. All right, so we got our official count. We have Flavor Flav as your champion. Second place is going to be No Boys Allowed. And also in an upset in our third place match, we have 2 dualies and a dream coming out on top in that third place match.
Huge play there. And this OBT guy.
Yeah, this OBT guy.
I don't know how he did it. Finding bronze. But for reference, OBT is just off camera right now. So.
He also had a team called Bronze. Teammate called Bronze. All right, so I believe we're going to do that medal ceremony now. So yeah. I guess I'll be back later, maybe. We'll see.
Hi. So for now, from Rice, I am Vapor. We will be back shortly with your weapon ceremony.
music down a bit?
They already did.
yes.
They just did.
Where's the
I don't know if you
photographer?
noticed. They went down.
There's Travis. He's behind you.
Oh, okay.
Hand me the mic and face the amp away. Okay. Cause
But it's more fun to scream it right here.
what?
Okay. Save the run, Toshi! In front of the Red Bull! Clear out a little bit.
OBT. Announce Toshi's team for Salmon Run winners.
Wait, where's
No,
my,
I got mine.
where's my small
Yours
friend?
should be over there.
Oh.
He's gonna take a picture for you guys.
I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Don't worry.
Thank you.
All right, Two Leaves in a Dream. Go, 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 go. Two Leaves in a Dream. Two Leaves in a Dream.
I think he's gonna take a picture.
Where's your fourth member?
He's right there.
Yeah! Woo! Go, 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 go! Woo!
Go right, I go left.
Yeah! Have you guys placed every single time?
Every single 2 times.
Every single 2 times. Amazing. 3? So you specifically have placed us? Oh, okay, okay. You wanna? That's amazing. Okay, wait, ready? Tilt your face up because we can't see you from the shadow. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes, amazing. Good big applause.
And again, everyone's managed to get over this. First place team of Booyah Bay is Firefly, including Memjet, Swagger, Goose, and Luna.
Woo! Congratulations! Oh no, it's back. Yeah, make sure. Yeah, half the time in photos it's backwards.
I got your number.
With the coaches.
3, 2, 1, smile.
Thank you so much for coming to our Booyah Bay Shoreline Shakeup! Please give a big hand to all of our wonderful TOs and volunteers who put in so much work today to get everything made possible. And thank you so much for Guildhouse for letting us have this event right here. Big applause for Guildhouse, please.
I'm gonna do my pitch for picking up trash.
Okay.
Hey, the number one thing that would help us a lot is we gotta really take care of the venue. If everyone could just kind of look around you and see
Thank
if there's
you.
any trash left out. We just really want to make sure the venue's clean so they eventually will hopefully let us come back. So just like everybody just look
Thank you for coming. Can I give you a hug? Yeah. It was so nice to meet you. I've been trying to get you to come here for like 2 days. I said that on street too.
I should be coming here.
Yes. Good, because there are going to be more people in the fall. This is the smallest Booyah Bay we've had. The last one we had was the largest by far. There was like under 100 people here. And right now I think